This is Lima Bravo 4 Foxtrot Hotel. Today I'm on my way to summits on the air, Lima Alpha / Romeo Lima 012, which is called Øykjafjellet. Behind me here you can probably see a big wind turbine, which was on the SOTA summit I activated a few days back, which was called Sulken. It's a short hike up here to the mountain, but it's steep, so it's a bit under 2 kilometers to walk and over 250 elevation meters. So it's going to be a bit harsh, but also a very nice view when I get up to the summit. As with so many others of the SOTA summits nearby here, the trip starts in a boulder field, and some of these rocks are big. This is 3 or 4 meters high, and they are strewn around here as remains of the glaciers that retracted after the last ice age. The hike goes up this road here, and then it follows the escarpment up to the summit. You can't see the summit from here. It's behind these other knolls that you see, and it's a pretty steep hike, at least the way I'm going here. There's another trail you can go as well. It's quite a bit longer to walk, and it's almost as steep, so I don't really see the point in going there. So hopefully this will be a nice trip up to the summit. These fence climbers are used to, as the name implies, climb over fences, and they're very common in this part of the country. They're simple to climb on and give you access without destroying the fence, and it's a much better solution for the farmers than to have gates, because people forget to close the gates and then the sheep and cattle and everything get out. And down there in the forest is where I parked the car. Behind me there you can see the other mountain I activated last week, and it's a nice and sunny day here in western Norway. A few years back this area was hit by a big bushfire, and as you can see there's still some scars in the landscape around. Some of the birch trees have survived and others haven't, and can imagine how hard this must have been for the firefighting crews to walk in these hills and try to put it out. And it's recovering, but it's probably going to be visible here for a very, very long time. Now I'm about halfway up the summit. Got this small hill behind me left to do, and I'm through most of the wooded area, and from up here it's a nice view. Hopefully it will be better on the summit. I'm almost up on the summit. It's just this tiny little hill behind me. You can barely see the cairn on the summit there, and it's a beautiful hike up here with a great vista behind me to lots and lots of other SOTA summits. So time to get moving up the few 15 elevation meters or so and rig up and hope the conditions are good today. Now arriving up on the summit, and up here you can see a nameplate and a cairn, which is very common on the summits around in Norway, and they usually mark the highest point and also frequently navigation points around the summit. It's an amazing view up here, and there are loads of SOTA summits. One straight in front of here is Øykjafjellet. Here we have Sulken or Varafjell with the wind turbines, which I activated a few days ago, and yeah, just loads and loads and loads of SOTA summits to visit in this part of the country. I'll be rigging up shortly. My antenna will be mounted in this post over here, and I'll have to find some decent operating position. Weather today is great. It's around 15 degrees Celsius, sunny, and just a bit of wind, nothing much at all today, so it's a nice day to be out. Got my battery pack, and here is the box which contains my radio. So in here it's a Ciegu X6100 and a microphone and battery cable, and there's also some other stuff here for running digimodes, but I'm not going to be using that today. Very handy little box. It's extremely lightweight and it provides sufficient security for the radio without being too heavy. So there are of course more solid boxes out there, but they are also really heavy, and I don't want to carry that much up to SOTA Summit. These car battery starters, they use EC5 contacts, which are mostly for radio control cars and others. So it's just a simple conversion with fuses into the barrel jack that comes with the radio. Next part here is the transformer, and just a simple standard 49-to-1 transformer with banana jacks on the side here for connecting to the radio antenna. And yeah, that's basically it when it comes to setup. Now it's time to start operating, and radio is set up. I got my apps set up. The app I use for logging is HamRS, and I use SOTA, the website, for adding spots and other information. So let's see if there's anything on the air today. 40 meters seems to be quite alive at least. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey Bravo November 5/7. Delta Delta 0 Vector Victor Echo. Hello, 5/8.
Oscar November 7 Lima Oscar.
Oscar November 7 Lima Oscar 59 plus.
Thank you, 59 plus about 4/7 at 47.
Lima Alpha 1 Kilo Hotel Alpha Portable Summit to Summit, ikke sant? Oscar Hotel 1, Mike 59 plus 20.
Roger, sir. Good evening. 59 also, yes, sir.
That was a nice and short activation. I got 13 in the log, 10 on 40 meters, including one summit to summit, and 3 on 20 meters. I tried 10 as well, but that was completely dead on my end. So yeah, it's a nice day here on the summit. Great weather, great day out, and now it's just time to walk down to the car again. So thank you to those who called in, and to the other summit to summit operator, and to everybody watching here. Hope you enjoyed the video. 73, this is Lima Bravo 4 Foxtrot Hotel.